Hi, I'm here with Josh Martin, who is the PRS World Champion in the factory division. Could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, please?
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming. So I take part in a sport called PRS, which is the Precision Rifle Series. We shoot targets from very dynamic positions at varying distances. The two sports I do partake in is rimfire and centerfire. Rimfire shoots from about 25 meters all the way out to about 250. And then centerfire shoots from anywhere from about 250 out to about 1200 meters. So it's a very dynamic sport. We shoot off with rifles off of varying positions, prone, rocks, standing, kneeling. So it's a very dynamic, quick moving, fast paced sport.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. What are the PRS championships?
So originally the PRS was sort of like a franchise, and the PRS originated from the United States. And as it grew quite quickly, lots of other different countries started adopting that sport and took on PRS for their own countries. Up to 5 years ago, there was no worldwide sort of competition for everyone to get together and partake in a world championship. So the International Precision Rifle Federation was set up to get the best of the best from each country to come together to partake in a world championship. The first one was in France, and there's been 2 rimfire world championships and 2 centerfire world championships each year. Well, one each year for the past 4 years.
Oh, fantastic! What drew you to compete in this?
I've always enjoyed shooting. When I left the military, when I was 23, I enjoyed shooting in the military. But then when I come out, I had a little bit more freedom that I could go to ranges and shoot targets, shoot paper, and the precision of it really bit, and I really enjoyed that. And there was a range up on Cornwall, Dartmoor, that started doing that sort of dynamic target shooting, and I really enjoyed that. And then as the sport grew, the PRS came to the UK, and those competitions just evolved and kept growing and growing. I've had a big part to play in growing the sport as well in the UK, so I just carried on and kept winning and just decided to keep going at it, really.
Amazing. How do you prepare for a PRS championship?
Depending on whether it's rimfire or centerfire. Rimfire is, you can't really do too much preparation with the ammunition, but mainly you will make sure that you're zeroed at a certain distance, which for rimfire is about 50 meters, and you basically make sure that the drops that you're using for different distances are all correct, and very similar to centerfire, really. You make sure the velocity is what it should be, and that your correct data that you have got for the targets that you'll be engaging is correct. So you can go to a range to check all that, go over your equipment, load your ammo, make sure you've got all the right equipment to take with you, because if you get there and you've not got the right equipment, then you're pretty much stuffed. But yeah, as you go on and do it for years and years, you'll start to have a checklist of what you need and what you need to take, and just go from there, really.
Amazing. How did you become world champion?
Well, primarily the year before, I was just shooting the centerfire. I did the centerfire world championships the year before, and with the rimfire world championships last year was held in the UK, I decided to then give rimfire a proper go, qualified for the team, and then picked the rimfire up 3 weeks before the world championships. And because it's it's the same sport but just with different calibers, so I just picked it up, went and checked my data and checked everything I needed to, and turned up and did it, and ended up coming up on top, really.
Oh, amazing. What gave you inspiration to set up C2 Precision?
C2 Precision is my gun shop in Bude. And at the time, I was an hour away from any gun shop that I needed powder, propellants, projectiles, anything shooting related. I had to travel like an hour and a half away to go get anything. And with me being involved in the sport, and I sort of thought, why not start a gun shop? There wasn't one in Bude, a half decent one anyway, that you could get all these things. So I thought, why not start my own gun shop and be able to provide the sort of stuff to customers and friends that were involved in the sport like I am, easy access to it. So it started as a bit of a side hobby, really, and now it's overtaken my life.
Yeah. What sort of things do you offer in here?
Our niche, really, what we've grown the business on is high-end precision rifle target rifles. So from rimfire all the way up to centerfire, as you can see a lot of the examples here. But we do have air rifles on the couple walls. We have shotguns, standard hunting rifles. So as well as catering for the high-end target shooting sports, we've also got a mass selection of stuff for everyday hunters, target shooters alike.
Oh, fantastic. What would you say your best seller is?
Probably ammunition, I think, because people have got to travel a long way to get ammo, and you've got hunters, stalkers, people that want to shoot clays, and we've got a massive selection of ammunition and reloading components and powder, so people don't have to go too far to come and get that here.
Brilliant. How did you get on at the British Shooting Show this year?
So yeah, we've shown at the British Shooting Show for the last 4 years now. We started with a small booth, and this year we decided to triple the size of it. And primarily, again, we'll just take all of our projectiles, powders and ammunition, but we also take a lot of our specialist stuff with us. And C2 Precision also imports a lot of unique brands to the UK themselves, like the Masterpiece Arms rifles and chassis. We also teamed up with MDT, Apex Optics, Voodoo, and we had a lot of big brands on our stand this year. So yeah, the turnover was bigger, more people there. The people that were there helping me out and being on the stand with me were heavily involved in the sport that I do as well. So we had pro shooters from MDT, Apex Optics, and it seemed from the outside, from what a lot of people told us, that we were the busiest stand at the whole show. So yeah, we're massively grateful for everyone that came along.
That's amazing. Where do you see yourself and C2 Precision in 5 years' time?
Oh, crikey. Well, I'll definitely still be competing. Most people peak at the top of their performance after 8 to 10 years of doing the sport. I'm halfway there. If I could ever get a world championship in centerfire as well as rimfire, I'd be pretty happy, but that's going to be a hard thing to accomplish, but that's why we do it. We keep going and going. As far as the shop, I'd just like to carry on offering more equipment, more stuff that everyone needs, and have it all in stock as much as I can, and grow the shop to as big as I can, really. Hopefully start to bring in more better products to the UK, and that's what we do a lot of. We import a lot of stuff from the States. So keep going, bigger and better.
Amazing. Thank you for your time. Well done.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.